1 Sigma male personalities are the most ethical of all. They are like soldiers who follow strict rules. Clear set of guidelines. These men pursue their own path and can never be persuaded to change, which frequently makes them a problem for those who do not understand what drives the Sigma male. They nearly never stray from these essential values. Instead, they are the lone wolf among men. A few men are built this way. Others train to become Sigma because of the great stability that can be attained by being the signal man. If you want to accomplish the same, follow these 7 rules of behavior. Sigma males. Rule 1. Be loyal to yourself. If you are unsure of who you are and what your ideals are, then you cannot be a Sigma. Sigma males entails having your own values that you would not compromise to appease anyone, not trying to blend in, and not being easily influenced by peer or group pressure. The ultimate goal of the Sigma man is to live a fulfilled life, and you cannot be fulfilled if your attention is not on the things that are most important to you. In general, it is challenging to be principled because we frequently find ourselves influenced by the people we interact with on a daily basis. Society frequently imposes its own standards and expectations, which can cause insecurity and self-doubt. Being true to oneself requires Sigmas to embrace their unique personalities, values, beliefs, and goals even when they go against societal norms and expectations. Because these men are self-aware, happy with who they are, and have a high level of self-confidence, they are able to create a purpose from which they derive happiness. How is it possible to keep this delicate balance when staying authentic implies not having an issue with inferiority and also not having a superiority complex? The signal hill seeks his own fulfillment, and he feels trapped when this fulfillment must be determined by those around him. Rule 2. Value respect. This is one of the most important Cardin values. It means that you don't feel less of yourself when you are with those who have achieved more than yourself, and you don't feel egoistic when with those who have not achieved as much as yourself. In order to create successful connections between men, whether in business, personal life, or any other setting, mutual respect is a crucial component. Fosters trust, facilitates teamwork, and enables people to collaborate toward common objectives. In a professional situation, the Sigma recognizes the value and worth of others despite of their background or differences. The Sigma male values mutual relationships in his personal relationships because it enables him to have honest communication and better conflict resolution with his family or friends. Mutual respect between men can lead to a more productive and efficient workplace because when men respect each other, they are more likely to communicate openly, share ideas, and work together towards a common goal. No matter how subtly done, abuse is unacceptable for Sigma males. Rule 3. Never look for approval. You cannot denigrate or frighten the Sigma because they are seekers, which is why they are known as lone wolves. This is their holy vow to follow their own road and seek their own pleasure and fulfillment. The Sigma man is that man who is wealthy, contented, and reserved. He is also a man who is not wealthy, but satisfied because he has values that keep him happy even when he does not have the things everyone gloats over. He is not the man who pretends to be something he is not because he believes that everyone has their own path, and he appreciates it if he is allowed to walk it. You experience constant pressure to adopt a persona that you do not enjoy having. The method of the Sigma establishes the mind-free reign. Number 4. Never rush anything. One of a Sigma man's strengths is the ability to devote time to thinking. For many people, evaluating situations and taking time to think out a decision is a lot of work. The easiest route is always to reach instantly. Sigma men, however, take their time to think even before speaking, giving the impression that they are slow. The quiet demeanor of the Sigma male makes him susceptible to mislabeling, and occasionally others make the error of underestimating him because they believe he lacks expertise. While it can be tempting to rush into decisions or actions, taking the time to consider all options and weigh the consequences can lead to better outcomes in the long run. Because people frequently want things fast, and we love when people make quick decisions. When the Sigma is taking his time before making a decision, it could be very frustrating for us. Rule 5. Time is incredibly valuable. Although everyone would profess to respect their time, we would repeatedly find that most people do not use their time effectively. Because they prefer to spend time alone than engaging in social interactions, Sigma males are seen as loner types. The difference between a loner and a Sigma is that the former is scared of socializing, whilst the latter considers it to be a waste of time. It would be found that Sigmas frequently use their alone time on activities they view as productive. Sigmas would not complain about being bored because they get no value from merely being amused. There are a number of reasons why Sigmas tend to manage their time more skillfully than most people. One explanation is the lack of interest in socializing and/or scorn for social proof, which has led many people to spend a lot of time on social media sites like TikTok and similar ones, which wastes a lot of precious time. Sigma men prioritize their time based on their goals and organize their time accordingly. They make sure to spend their time on things that matter and avoid getting bogged down by trivial activities because they have clear goals and a vision for the future. Another factor contributing to these men's apparent ease with time management is that they follow a plan for everything they do. This is different from living by a schedule. Rather, these men base their lives on goals. They make a mental note of what they want to accomplish and how they plan to do it. These men would only exercise patience when they were aware that they were going through a procedure that should take some time because sick people get annoyed and uncomfortable when their time is wasted. If you have a Sigma male as a friend, you will notice he does not do things simply because he is expected to. He is likely to say no to a lot of requests, even from friends and family, as long as it adds no value. Rule 6: Sigmas place value on everything. For the Sigma man, value is everything. He would not have friends who cannot add some value to him. He would not take up a job he does not value. The interesting thing about the Sigma male is that he is not self-centered. He is the kind of man who would question whether he is doing enough for those around him. He would always want to give back to those who give to him, not in an effort to even the score but rather as a way of expressing gratitude. It is challenging for a Sigma male to be friends with anyone who is not self-driven and focused. Because Sigmas are motivated by a high sense of responsibility and conduct in-depth self-examination to ensure they are acting morally and fairly to everyone. These men would also make sure that those around them were focusing on things that were valuable. Rule 7. Never get emotional. Emotions are one of the things that make us human, and they can be destructive as well. When we think of destructive emotions, we only think of those that we experience when we are depressed, or what some would refer to as negative emotions. However, even positive emotions, like happiness, can impair our judgment in a natural way. For this reason, they would pause and take their time when faced with such circumstances. Because for Sigma men, principles are everything, and these 7 principles are the most important ones. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get more videos like this.